Hello, lords and ladies. My name is Archaic King. Welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, a place to just chill and talk about cartoons. And today we're finally getting back to Gravity Falls. Seriously, I don't know what's up with Disney's XC's schedule, but first we had to wait months for a new episode. They air it and then promptly make us wait 2 weeks for another. Heck, the next episode doesn't air until the 24th. This episode is a really good one, especially if you're into Dungeons & Dragons. After last episode, things are back to normal. For the most part, except for moments where Ford crashes into the room fighting off some kind of alien octopus monster. He manages to defeat it without Dipper's help and goes back to the basement, refusing to allow Dipper to come along. This is what really starts the plot of the episode, as Dipper really just wants to play dungeons, and more dungeons with someone. But in a moment that reminds me of why I love Mabel, she ends up turning her brother down.
First, you roll a 38-sided die to determine the level of each player's statistical analysis power orb. These orbs relate directly to the amount of quadrants that your team has dominion over, which is inverse to the anti-quadrants in your quadrant satchel.
And then we ride unicorns?
Yes! And no.
Dipper ends up playing with a goat, but his die rolls under the house, and he manages to find his way down into the basement. While his great uncle at first wants him to get out, he recognizes D&D and more D, which they proceed to play after Ford shows off his infinite-sided die. Of course, this greatly annoys everyone in the house, who just want to watch Duck-tective in peace. This part is really funny because while trying to defend Duck-tective, which Ford claims is a kid's show, Stan claims it has a big mystery element and a lot of jokes that go over kids' heads. I'm almost positive this is referencing the show itself. I love when shows get meta like that. There's another moment like this towards the end, but we'll get to that later. Stan throws down Ford's bag of die, which is pretty bad considering that's where the infinite-sided dice is. It unleashes the monsters of dungeons, and more dungeons into the real world. Now, what's interesting about the villain, Probabilitor, is he's voiced by none other than Al Yankovic, which I actually forgot about when I watched the episode. Speaking of voice actors, I failed to mention that Stan's twin brother is voiced by J.K. Simmons, aka J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man movies. I meant to bring that up in the last review, but that's freaking amazing. Anyway, back to the episode. Probabilitor captures Ford and Dipper so he can eat their brains to increase its intelligence. Even though that's not really how it works, bro. This leads to Grinda, who I kind of forgot to mention was here as well. Stan and Mabel going after them. When they do finally catch up to their family, they're challenged to a game of D&D and more D. After realizing how the game not only requires math, but imagination and risk, Stan and Mabel are able to defeat Probabilitor and send him back to his realm. The other meta bit I was referring to is the big reveal on Duck-tective, that the title character has a twin brother. All the characters grown and say it's a ripoff, with Seuss claiming he guessed that a year ago. Later in the basement, Ford shows that he has dismantled the portal due to it being too dangerous. It had managed to tear open a rift, which Ford managed to seal away in a globe. But as he hides it away, you can see that it starts to fluctuate a bit. So it's definitely going to play a factor in the future episodes. Well, that's the episode, and it was actually a really good one. I wouldn't really say much of any mystery happens in this episode, besides the reveal that Ford has destroyed the portal, or that the rift is a thing. It's mostly an episode to show the characters bonding with each other, which has definitely been needed, as Ford has been mostly cold since his arrival. And sorry if this wasn't the best review I've done. I'm writing this on nearly zero sleep and within 2 hours of it needing to be uploaded, so it is a little bit rushed. It's a better episode than the previous one, if only because it has plenty of action, although it does focus less on the mystery like I said above. But what did you think of the episode? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Cartoon Hangout. Take care.